Well, have you seen it outside? All the fog that's been down there?
Well, you know what? My limo showed up in my garage today, and it's got all these dark glasses, I mean windows, so I haven't really seen outside because it just pulled me inside the back garage here.
Oh,
but
yeah. Special
otherwise,
service
normally
for you.
I would.
Okay, well, us normal people who had to
They
drive out
brought
in the
the
fog.
script to my house, everything. Yeah, you know.
No, I mean, it's kind of one of those movie days, at least I think.
Amen. Now
Movie
you're
days.
talking.
Yeah.
Or
Go
college
home,
football
curl
days.
Up. Yes. Yes. Catch up. Maybe work on your fantasy football a little bit.
But Mick may have some good news for the people at least going down to Ames.
Yeah, actually I do. I showed that this morning. It looks pretty good down there. Mid-afternoon tomorrow, 75 to 80 degrees. A lot of cloud cover 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but midday looking partly cloudy. All right, locally, here's where it's still kind of fuzzy out there. Not foggy, just kind of fuzzy. Yes, we did have a lot of visibility issues down in the southern end of the valley, but it's getting better now. Still a quarter of a mile visibility in Oaks, and around Fargo-Moorhead, 2 miles visibility. Up in the northern parts of the valley now, 1¼ mile in Thief River, and unlimited visibility out there in Bismarck. So I don't know what Kevin was talking about. Anyway, for us today, how about a little bit of sunshine breaking through mid-afternoon into the latter part of the afternoon. Looks like 77 to 80 in the southern valley, 67 to 72 up north. This is going to be a cool front that'll move through, turns the wind around to the northwest. Late in the afternoon, a few showers, thunderstorms, and then we're setting the stage for a super sensational Saturday. From south of Breckenridge, around Fairmont, over to Alexandria, Sauk Center, thunderstorms. Look at all the thunder and lightning from Wilmer east through St. Cloud up towards the Duluth area. We have a couple of showers and thunderstorms up in southern Manitoba, but otherwise kind of a quiet start to Friday. Things looking pretty good. Temperatures in the upper 60s now. So let me give you a quick rundown. Tomorrow, nice, lovely day. Get outside. Sunday looks kind of stormy, but it might build to the worst weather late in the day east of us. And then Monday, Labor Day, threaten a few showers and thunderstorms.
And what's Saturday going to be like again, Mick?
Super sensational summer.
The master of alliteration. I love that. Thank you.
I would have gotten all tongue-tied on that one.
Oh, it's an awful lot of amazing alliteration. Sorry. Awful.
There it was again. This guy's incredible. Mick, thank you very much.
All right. Happy Labor Day.
That's what a lot of people are looking forward to, though, is probably that last weekend, especially for the Minnesota side, to get in that last nice family weekend before they have to go back to school and your schedules get busy.
Honestly, I mean, you're wearing a nice summer dress, but has it felt like summer to you this year?
No, I mean, I remember the summer window that we've had this year, and it's been like this big.
Yes.
And I always want it.
Right. I mean, there have been
as
some
big as it can be.
epic days where you go outside and you're like, oh my gosh, if it could just be like this for 9 months, I would be in heaven. But it just, I never had a chance to, just go outside and be like, oh, I have to go to the pool because it's so hot.
Well, and lately, too, I mean, the warm days have been those really sticky humidity days, and it's just been, and then my hair gets all, and that's not fun either.
But I could care less at this point because it's almost football season. Before we get to that, though, you had a special event you were at today for a Labor Day event.
Yeah. For the next 4 days, it is the Western Minnesota Steam Thresholders Reunion. It's a tongue tie too of its own. But we got to go there this morning, and there it doesn't matter if it's foggy because they have everything there is steam run. It's all this different equipment. There I am. Of course, I had the coveralls on too. I had to wear the bibs just because you have to get into character when you're there. They said you're going to get dirty. Everything's loud. We got to blow the whistle. And this right here it's called the Lynn, and it actually has on the back, if you want to take a peek. Oh, look at that. Little tractor wheels.
Nice.
But that was, they just have, I mean, they have tractors, they have this huge steam shovel, and they just have hundreds of pieces of equipment. And this one is 100 years old. I mean, there's just some amazing things, and you get to see them all working. You get to climb up on them. I mean, the grounds there are huge, so there's just multiple things to do there. But I would suggest the whole family goes. It's only $12 for the day per person.
And it is really cool. I was there a few years ago, and you see all this old farm gear and stuff, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe these guys will go out and actually create, commodities and crops with these guys.
Yeah, I mean, that one in the picture behind me, that one sat broken apart for 60 years, and then they decided that they wanted to rebuild it and put it back to its normal one. There's a great picture of all of us. Those are some guys from Kentucky.
That is awesome.
Kentucky.
You kind of mastered the whole selfie skill, haven't you?
I try. We try hard, but that's, just to show different things. But it was just really cool to see some of that stuff. I've never been around it. I think I'll have to go on this weekend just to go check it out.
It's a ton of fun, especially if you're into history and stuff like that. You'll see some really amazing old egg, just, I don't know, equipment. It's incredible.
Well, and you can talk for hours. I mean, they all were so knowledgeable about everything. It kind of goes, at first it's hard to absorb.
Oh, yeah.
But even they have said that there's so much stuff there that they hardly get to see the whole grounds when they're there for the whole weekend.
Well, and if you don't make it out to the Steam Threshers reunion, we also got a huge game coming up tomorrow. As we all know, it's NDSU Bison's first game. Last night, we thought UND might shock the world. Unfortunately, they ended up losing to San Jose State. But tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., right here on KVLY, the PetroServe USA Bison Football pregame show. It is an hour-long special this year because we're kicking off, obviously, the first game of the season. Talk about the three-peat and how big of a game this is, obviously, for the team, but also Coach Kleiman being from Iowa, going down to Ames, Iowa. Kristi, your prediction for tomorrow's game is?
A big old W for NDSU.
Any specific kind of score?
Score? Oh, no, I never play that game.
2-0? Because
No.
don't you love when they hit those home runs?
No, okay. I would say let's go with let's give them some credit. I know Coach Kleiman too was saying that the defense really has to step up against the offense. He's really counting on the defense to kind of hold this game for them too. I mean, obviously you have to be strong on
She's
both
going to start
ends.
breaking down coverages here. Yeah, they make too much cover too. I think they're going to have to throw.
Kristi used to do sports back in the day.
Yeah.
So she knows her stuff.
Wow, that was impressive. I was waiting for her to break. I don't know. Do they get birdies or eagles in football?
No.
Not
with Kristi.
No, we'll say I'll give you a score. We'll say it will be. We'll just kind of do like 28-7.
Oh, nice. I said 24-21 last night. Jamal
Okay.
Spencer, the VNL sports director here, said 21. I think 24-17. He said. So everyone's got the Bison winning, which is impressive.
Yeah. I know that if I were to vote not the Bison, we'd have a few phone calls here. So.
But honestly, I think they do have a very sincere, honest chance
Yeah.
to win. And if you can't make it to the game, then you can always go to Herds and Horns in early 2015
I was going to say fast forward maybe a little bit of time.
to go watch the game. This is pretty cool. We all know Drago. He's been on the show here before, but he's opening up a new kind of restaurant, Bison sports vibe place right by campus called Herds and Horns. Going to open up in 2015. I guess this is the logo right here behind us, but I think it's an awesome idea.
I'll move out of the way.
Walk into a joint that's all Bisoned out, got a bunch of TVs, some beers.
Yeah.
I mean, good move on Drago's part.
Well, and you know how many fans are going to show up there if you can't get in tailgating, if you can't get tickets for the game, because how many people have tried to get tickets this season and they were sold out within an hour. I mean, we were covering that day, and so it's just one of those things. It's nice to have a place to go to with your friends instead of making a mess in someone's house.
And Drago, I got a tip for you. Instead of a mechanical bull ride, get a mechanical buffalo ride in there, and it will go off the charts on the weekends. Have you ever done a mechanical bull ride? Or bison ride. Excuse me.
No, I've not. I'm scared to. I feel like I already have enough hazards going on in my life when I trip on things not the most coordinated all the time, so I don't need to sit on a mechanical.
Can you imagine, though, a bunch of drunk college kids and you've got a mechanical bison ride in there? I mean, that place is going to go just crazy.
I could see why they wouldn't, though. That might be a couple emergency calls to the bar and grill.
Gosh, who called the buzzkill in today?
No, Rhonda, would you ride on it if you've had a few drinks? I'm sure maybe that would give you liquid courage.
I wouldn't. But that's just me.
Man, you got to take risks in life sometimes.
All right, well, when they open up, if they have it, we'll come and we'll give video and pictures. Rhonda and I will cheer you on.
There you go.
We'll be...
I'll ride it for the full 8 seconds.
Yeah.
What else we have?
We'll be stopwatching.
Okay.
Well, I know at NDSU it's pretty even men versus women, but in one certain town it's not so even. I don't think I'm gonna go live here. I was a little boy crazy when I was younger, so I think I like having a nice mix of.
I love this story, and I think we found the solution to their situation. Here's the situation. Down in Brazil, there's a town that is run strictly by women. It is all women, and they are now obviously inviting more single men in because these Brazilian women are like, look, We want to fall in love. We want to get married, but it's all women here. We need some, young single guys.
And they have about 600 single ladies from the age of 20 to 25. I mean, that's a lot of single ladies.
And we all know, according to recent polls, are you going to break out into Beyonce single ladies dance right now?
That was funny to me.
Brazilian women, according to polls, are the most beautiful women in the world. Here's the solution. If I'm an oil company, I am subsidizing my guys in Watford City and Williston right now to go down to this Brazilian town, hang out, get some testosterone out of those areas, and let them, be around a bunch of estrogen.
So if you were a single male, you'd go there on the weekends. You'd go to.
Oh my gosh, this is perfect for the oil guys out west because they work 2 weeks on, they got 2 weeks off. They can go down to Brazil for 10 days, hang out at the beach, hang out in a town of 600 single women. It's the complete polar opposites. It's perfect. Problem solved.
I think it would be I love my girl time. I mean, Rhonda, you can attest to this too because we love our wine nights with the girls and things like that. But I like it for a night. I kind of like having a little bit of separation from girls every now and then. It can get kind of catty every now and then.
I know. Yes, I hear you. This next video I want to share with you, absolutely phenomenal. This is a young man by the name of Trey, and he's sitting in the backseat of the car and his mom. And I don't know, I haven't seen this video yet, Rhonda, what you have here, but hopefully you've got the little daughter too. But the mom breaks the news that they're now going to have another brother or sister or another young baby along the way.
She's pregnant
and so you got
his reaction.
How old is Trey, Rhonda? I didn't get that. Is he what, 5, 4?
I think he's 8.
8, okay.
8 or 9, yeah, I think.
This is Trey getting the news broken to him that another baby's along the way.
I'm pregnant.
What were you thinking? Why you have to just get another baby? You just have 2. So why do you? This is exasperating.
I love that he must have just heard the word exasperating because you know that they repeat words that they just hear.
Oh,
yeah. His frustrated face is just the cutest thing.
And
he
you
went on
got
for a
to.
while. Like, that video
Yes.
pretty long. Like, he went on, and Mom's just like, well, why? Well, it's going to be okay. And he's just like, no, you just had a baby. You just had a baby. Like, you're going to forget about us. And she's like, no, I'm not.
The best part, though, is the little daughter that can't talk yet. She's too young, but she's just kind of like, you can just check her out while listening to the conversation. She's like, yeah, sounds cool to me, Mom. You can just see it in her eyes. So stay with us when we come back. Not only what not to say to, obviously, your kids, but what not to say to your spouses. Do I look fat?
No, you do not.
That
So
was
I
well
got
played.
it down. I know.
Well played. We'll be right back.